Welcome. There you go. It's Tom's intelligent greeting to everybody. Welcome to another edition of Relative Truths on a Friday afternoon, evening, morning. I don't know. Have to be evening because you work. So, greetings. I don't know what day it is. I know.
Released Friday morning. So,
Friday morning. Good Friday
I mean, you
morning.
could just
Well, that leads me into my opening statement today, and it's another in the files of the blunders of technology I ran into. So I set the I set the I s- I set the episodes up to be published Tuesday morning, right? Because I'm gonna use this past Tuesday as an example. Yesterday, so you set it up for 8 o'clock in the morning. All's good, right? Well, my son texts me about 5, 6 o'clock. He's like, "Yeah, not." He's in a message, family message. He goes, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to mow the lawn. Wish I had something to listen to." Tags me in it, and I'm like, "It's up." And I walk into the computer here, and it says published. I'm like, "It's published." Well, I had to look 2 more spots over to the left where it said blocked. Published, but it was blocked. Wouldn't show up. I'm like, "Why is our podcast blocked?" What I didn't I've been good. I've restraining myself. So it says the little box says see issue. It was Tom playing the Star Spangled Banner from the UFC 250 celebration at the White House. That that was that was copyrighted material, which I didn't know. So the episode never went up till I
oh,
hit resolve
that's
issue.
that's rough.
The the very first episode edited. It's the very first episode of Relative Truths that had to be edited. So I hit it. YouTube automatically takes care of it, which okay, if you're gonna do a podcast, don't use YouTube to do that because I probably should have just it would have been easier for me to go in and edit it myself, but it took like 80 minutes for it to re-edit it and reload it. But it finally got published, but way, way into the evening. So I apologize for that. But technically it wasn't my fault. It was my co-host using copyrighted material.
How was I supposed to know that,
I think if it's on the
something
news.
that played on Paramount?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think if it's on the news and shared on the internet, it's not too copyrighted if you ask me, but whatever.
Well,
Is what it
that's
is.
the thing. I mean, that video was from YouTube.
Right,
So we literally
right.
played a YouTube video on our show on YouTube.
So that was on YouTube and we couldn't pl
Right.
okay, that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's
So,
good times. Well, anyway, I apologize to our dozens and single listener.
I have to ask you a question.
All right, ask me a question. I don't like where
See
this is going already.
seeing as I had to restart my computer, so now I gotta get back into
Yeah.
YouTube, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question as soon as I figure
Don't
out
play a
what
video. It's probably copyrighted.
um, as soon as I figure out, okay, view my channel. That's me. Hey, that's us. All right. Let's
You
shut
need to
your
like
mouth.
you
Hey,
need to get yourself a younger assistant,
I
someone
just
younger than
had to,
like 90
I
years old.
had to go back into it because I had to restart my computer because the internet was acting slow. Can you hear me better though?
Uh-huh.
Does it sound better?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually it does. Sounds much better.
there you go. I don't know why this is
You
taking so long.
go ahead
I
and
hate
let me know when you're ready to go. I'm going to browse some more guns.
will you stop? Will you just stop? Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so um Friday's episode.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into it. I hate why is my computer so slow? Do
because
you
it's a piece
know
of garbage.
and
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
why? I don't understand. It said 4 comments. I'm only seeing 1. I about had it with technology, really. I have. Look, I understand how money works. You earn money.
So someone called Vincent Berthet 3825 said the main problem is that people like Elon Musk, who is a clown, by the way, pay less money in taxes than people like us.
Vincent Perte. That was my son.
To which Taylor Risley replied, he's actually paid more in taxes than anyone ever and was the only one to pay back the auto industry bailout and pay interest, making the people back money. LOL, use Google. Um, and then someone called at Relative Truths Podcast said,
That's me.
how is Elon a clown exactly?
That was me. Why am I only seeing 1? I don't have I don't know. I'm done. I'm going back to the
Yeah,
studios.
you're going all robotic again.
See, I don't understand. Yep, trying to reconnect. Right? I don't know. I know how money works. You get money in your pocket, in your bank account, pay your bills, and then
That's all I hear.
how about now? No? No better?
Nope.
This is awesome. We may have to restart this. I have to do something.
Well, so it
Oh
says it's
boy.
still recording. I think what Vince said before he cut off was that he was going to go try and restart his computer again. I find it amusing that old people think that restarting their
Hmm.
computer will fix all
Well, I'll
issues.
see you in a few minutes.
Probably has nothing to do with his computer. He might want to like reboot his router or see how many hundreds of smart devices are connected to it. I don't know. Just a thought. Anyways, until he gets back, you've got me. So I found a fun story. Headline is Arby's manager charged with felony poisoning after customer claims tainted food caused herpes infection. So, an Oklahoma Arby's manager is facing felony poisoning charges after police say surveillance video showed her allegedly spitting into a customer's food, while a lawsuit filed by the same customer claims the incident led to a herpes infection. So, listen, over the years, I've gotten less and less interested in eating fast food, but every now and then I still break down and I'll see an Arby's or a McDonald's or a Burger King and I'll get a craving. So I'll stop. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Like you got crazy chicks spitting in people's food while with herpes and I don't know, man. Like it just ain't worth it. But anyways, along those lines, well, not really. I got a new doctor this week. Um, my doctor moved and I had to get a new doctor. So I went to my new doctor. He kind of did a general checkup and then he made an appointment for me to get blood work done. And I went and got my blood work done. And all my blood work came back. And hey, I'm super healthy. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, that's pretty much all I got. My blood pressure's good. Heart rate's good. Blood work's good. Supposed to get a colonoscopy because I'm almost 50. Haven't had one yet. I don't have any history of those type of issues, and I don't have any of the symptoms or precursors to any of that. So I'm kind of not wanting to do it, but I signed up for one because my wife wanted me to. Better safe than sorry. So then I get a notice from the clinic, Cleveland Clinic, says that I have a new statement, and it's for a copay for my colonoscopy. $1,100. Yeah, the whole test costs like 7 grand. The $1,100 is what my insurance doesn't cover. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll go ahead and skip the colonoscopy. Uh, Lorain County Alert System, non-emergency phone lines down issued, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know where Vince is. And we're in a weird position now because I hate doing solo podcasts. I hate talking to myself. Even though technically I'm talking to you all, I'm just talking to myself. So let's do an ad for Athletic NA. For when you want all the taste and all the pee, but none of the drunk. Yeah, so it's a weird situation because I don't like talking to myself. I don't know if Vince is going to be able to get back on. And because of the fact that Vince owns the account and this is technically his studio, I can't actually stop the recording. And what's even weirder is I don't even know if it's actually still recording. Like it says it's still recording, but it also did that a couple weeks ago when we thought we recorded 2 shows and it turned out it only recorded Vince. So I guess at this point, I just got to kind of wait for him to get back. And then maybe we can start a new recording and he can see if all of this random babbling recorded or not. But yeah, spitting in people's Arby's with herpes. It's kind of gross, man. Like, I don't understand what type of person you have to be. Like, there's been people in my life that I haven't liked. There's been people in my life that I've wanted to fight when I was younger. But like, I never thought, man, I wish I could give this person this sickness. You know, like I wish I could give somebody herpes or AIDS or whatever, gonorrhea. Yeah. Just looking at these headlines on Fox News to see if there's anything else fun to talk about. Let's see here. Uh, Bob Iger breaks silence on suspension of Kimmel over Kirk assassination comments. Let's check that out. The former Disney CEO Bob Iger is defending the company's decision to suspend Jimmy Kimmel after comments the late night host made following the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, saying Disney viewed the remarks as in bad taste. In an interview with the Financial Times published Saturday, Iger said that Disney removing Jimmy Kimmel Live was not to appease the Trump administration, but instead due to comments Kimmel made in September after the assassination of Charlie. That was not the case, Iger said. We thought it was in bad taste. Iger said Kimmel was asked to apologize, saying, "We just wanted him to acknowledge that it was an ill-timed and probably inappropriate comment." In September, Kimmel suggested that Kirk suspected In September, Kimmel suggested that Kirk's suspected assassin, Tyler Robinson, was a member of the MAGA gang. We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it, Kimmel said. Kimmel was suspended indefinitely from September 17th through September 22nd following the remarks. Um, Jimmy Kimmel, no big loss. And I haven't watched late night TV in so long. It became like the same boring, just I don't know, just nonsense. Same thing with like most comedy anymore. Saturday Night Live is just garbage anymore. The thing with comedy, Vince and I have talked about this. Comics used to make fun of everybody. They made fun of conservatives, they made fun of liberals, they made fun of whites and blacks and Hispanics, fat people and skinny people, and they made fun of everybody. You can't do that anymore because people's feelings get hurt. Honestly, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, grow some thicker skin, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, what else do we got? Huh. Patients left under anesthesia as surgeons vanished, hospital lawsuit claims. That's fun. Whistleblower lawsuit says neurosurgeons left patients anesthetized and safety concerns ignored. The complaint claims patients were left under anesthesia for up to an hour without a surgeon present. Oh, three former surgical services leaders at an Illinois hospital allege in a whistleblower lawsuit that a neurosurgeon fell asleep during surgery. Patients were left anesthetized on the operating room tables without surgeons present. Hospital administrators retaliated against employees who reported the incidents. Oh, I don't know anyone that can honestly claim that they trust medicine anymore, modern medicine, medical establishment. It's just ridiculous. You never know what they're gonna put drugs in you that they don't know what they do. They're gonna cut stuff out of you that they're not supposed to cut out. They're gonna leave you anesthetized on a table while they take a nap. It's just ridiculous.
What did I just come into?
Hey, I was just trying to entertain the masses for the last 15 minutes.
No, that's all right. I thought maybe we'd start over, but we don't have to. You're still in studio. Cool, cool.
Hey,
I just
I
I
mean,
just left.
it's up to you. I have no idea if anything that I just did was recorded or not. So
It's showing that it was recorded
I
18
I know,
minutes and
but
6 seconds.
it was showing that it was recording a couple weeks back, and it only recorded you.
Yeah,
So
it's true. Well, we'll go. It says you were in the studio. I think
all
they
right,
did that. I think they did that fix where unless I close down the studio, it stays open, which is nice because
yeah,
before
we
if I would have left and restarted like that, it would have booted you out too.
we talked about that while you were gone.
USA, America,
America
coffee, McDonald's coffee.
athletic.
All right, so
Yeah, we talked
uh,
about that while you were gone. I was saying basically that I didn't really have a desire to sit here and do an entire episode by myself. I hate talking to myself.
yeah,
Um,
well, it's
even though I was talking to all of you, but due to the fact that you're the member and it's your studio, you're the only one that can stop and start the recording.
that's just, yeah, that's true. I kind of stuck it to you, didn't I? Yeah.
So, yeah, I had no idea what would happen if I just X'd out of the tab. I mean, maybe nothing. Maybe it would have kept recording. Maybe the world would have ended. Who knows?
Yeah, that's crazy. So here, I was thinking while I was making my coffee, waiting for my
I
internet
don't
to
believe that
reboot,
for 1 second.
that I was thinking,
Yes.
huh? I know. What is it? Something. Hey, how was your Father's Day?
It was good. It was
Good.
good. How was your Father's Day?
It was good. Everybody came over, we grilled out, I ate, I took a nap, and then we played poker, and I lost both games. So,
Nice. Good job.
whatever.
Good job.
Well,
I was going to grill out, and then I lost all motivation.
huh? Why?
I just did. We went to Cooper's Hawk in Avon for brunch. Ange and I and Paige and Danny,
How
and
was it?
it was great. Really great meal. Um, but then my wife's got a broken foot, and she's also got, like, a cold or flu or something like that. You know,
Nice.
it's funny, like, everyone makes the jokes about how, like, no one what like, a man with a cold, it's, like, the worst thing in the world, like, we're these big babies when we get
Yeah,
colds,
man.
right?
Right. Exactly.
Right. With me and Angela, it's the exact opposite, like, when I get a cold, it's like, "Just leave me alone, I'll be fine in a day." Um,
And
when
Angela's
Angela
whiny.
gets a cold, holy crap, dude.
The world's ending.
Yeah. So, she wasn't feeling great, but we went to brunch, and then we just kinda came home and chilled out. We watched a couple movies. Michael and Emily came over for dinner.
Nice.
I ordered some wings, some BW3, and,
Nice.
yeah, just had some chill time.
Okay. I wasn't going to cook. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not cooking. It's Father's Day. So of all the people that were over, right? Dominic, Zach, anybody, guess who did the grilling?
Um, I was gonna say Chase until you said Zach. I think Chase or
Vincent.
Zach. Was it
Vincent.
Vincent? Good for him.
The
Good
least
deal.
experienced griller in the bunch.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't
Yeah, he's not.
strike me as the grilling type.
No, he's not a griller. He did good though.
Could he
He did good.
could he reach the grill? Did you have to get him a little
Yeah,
stool or
no, he was good. Yeah, I got a short grill, for him. That's. But it actually he did it. It kind of surprised me that the stuff wasn't lethal.
All right,
Was actually cooked
what
and
would you
stuff.
guys grill?
Burgers, hot dogs.
All right. Well, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta start slow. Gotta start the slow ones on slow things. So they no. But he asked, I was talking to him, and he asked a very good question. I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
See what your opinion is. Everybody all over the world's coming over here for the World Cup, and the same story I'm getting from, no matter if they're from Germany, England, Scotland, anywhere in the UK, France, all over, is America's nothing like what they were told it was.
Asia.
Asia, everywhere, everywhere. They're told by their media and their people that Americans are lazy, mean, it's just a crappy country, and the people are just just total losers. And they're coming over and they're like, it's nothing like what we were told. Nothing like. America's awesome. The people are great, and they're seeing America they're seeing America differently because they're realizing they've been lied to their whole lives about
Well, no, they're not seeing
what we're
America differently. They're seeing America.
right, right, differently from what they've been told.
They're
So,
not seeing propaganda.
yeah, their whole lives they've been told the complete opposite. So Vincent says, "Do you think our news and everything does that?" And I said, "I know they do. To other countries, about other countries. Does America do that?" Yep, absolutely.
Of course they
And
do, man.
I
They do
said,
it we do it about our own country. Why
the first
why
the
wouldn't we
first
do it for about other countries?
the first country I thought of right away was Russia. Russia's nothing
Yeah,
like what we're being told it is. Russia's a beautiful
yeah.
country. They're free. They have freedom of speech. They're allowed to do shit. They're not oppressed. They're wealthy. It's a beautiful country. The people are nice. The food is good. Nothing like what we're being told. And
Yeah,
Putin
since
is
the
not
Cold
the
War
leader.
ended and, the Iron Curtain fell, yeah,
Yeah.
they've
So we're
they've
we're
got issues. I mean, every country's got issues, but
right, but we're demonizing Russia when it's nothing like what the media is telling us it is. So you got to think about,
well,
y- y- you know,
we need a big enemy. We need a big full-time enemy, right?
China, China.
We can't do China. We need China too much. We can't
We
demonize China like that
we
because we
need
need
we
them too
need their
much.
money. Yeah, we need their money.
We need their money and we need their product
Now
because there's still too much
let's
that
re-
we're not producing here in America.
let's reverse this question a little bit.
Mhm.
because the
Wait, did you ask
more,
me a question?
yeah. Well, do you think that our
Yeah.
media is doing the same thing? Yeah, and they are.
Yeah,
Absolutely, they
absolutely.
are. They're absolutely demonizing other countries and to make it look bad. Um, would you ever take a vacation to Russia? I sure as shit would. If I had the money,
Absolutely.
I definitely would go visit Russia. It's a beautiful
Absolutely.
country. There's so much history there. It's a beautiful country. Poland. Look at Poland. You see what's going on in Poland?
No.
All right. Poland was the only country.
Aren't they, like, kicking the Muslims out?
No, they never allowed them
So
in.
they never allowed them in?
They never allowed the Muslim immigration. They denied it. Not allowed to immigrate to Poland. They were called Islamophobic, blah blah blah, all this shit. And lo and behold, Poland is the safest country in Europe right now.
It's amazing how that happens. It's crazy.
Wonder how that happens.
I don't
None of
know.
their prime ministers or
Uh,
anything are resigning in shame. Keir Starmer, you know, we're saying Keir Starmer's
it's,
resigning in shame because he's a total communist uh, leader of UK. He destroyed it, and they're thinking of replacing him with Keir Starmer Jr. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
so the
The
problem
UK's
is that
gone, dude.
they're replacing bad with worse.
Yeah,
Like, what do
yeah.
you
That's what
know,
happened up in Canada
like,
too.
I mean, look at New York City. Like, New York City's become such a
Oh,
cesspool, and it's like,
did you
okay, so let's elect a freaking socialist.
did you
That's a
see
great
what
idea.
happened in New
No, what
York?
happened now?
They had their elections and they voted Muslim up and down the board. Everybody that was elected was a radical Muslim that hates America. It just
That's
happened.
amazing.
So New York's done. Okay, so let's go over it. Paris is gone. It's just gone.
Yeah.
That's it's shot. You're not safe in Paris, and anybody that goes visits Paris, it's nice knowing you. I'll be at your funeral. And UK's gone. Uh, England is gone. They've got. It looks like Keir Starmer knew about the gangs, the grape gangs they have over there that are essaying people like crazy. He's known about this for years, but kept it quiet. So he's getting some shit about that. So England's gone, Paris is gone, the UK's gone, Ireland's fighting back, Scotland's fighting back, but maybe too little, too late. And then you got New York. New York's gone. New York's going to become a shithole. Our
You know,
biggest, nicest city. The Big Apple is going to become the big cesspool.
several years ago, we took a family trip, and our family and the Glazers, we all went to New York City for like 2 days. It was a long weekend or something.
It's a nice
Saw
city
a
back then.
Broadway show.
Yeah,
Saw saw the touristy stuff. Took a bus tour. Saw the library from the Ghostbusters, the beginning of Ghostbusters. That was kind of cool. Um,
Statue of
Beautiful
Liberty.
city. Beautiful
Yeah,
city.
it
Didn't go
is.
to the Statue of Liberty, but went past it and saw it. And
Yeah,
so we were looking at pictures the other day, or it popped up on our kitchen Alexa or something, like pictures from that trip. And Ange said, man, I'd really love to go back to New York. And I just looked at
no,
her. I'm like, no, no,
no,
like,
no,
not anytime soon, babe.
no, no.
Not anytime soon.
And that's a shame because one, it's the financial capital of the world, Wall Street. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
It'll
Um,
move.
but
It'll just move
you know, I,
elsewhere.
I was there for a week, back in the '80s, and it was a fun city. It's fun. It's God. Do you know that you could eat in a different restaurant every night in New York City, and it would take you, what they say, 10 years? or something like that
Yeah,
to
I'm sure.
to get them all. It's just so culturally, I mean, there's everything there, and it was fun. It was, crazy. I mean, it's an interesting city, but, it's gone. It's gone. That San Francisco, um, I saw a quote today that no Democratic run city, and I hate to go here, has improved in 20 years.
Yeah.
And and the guy dared anybody prove me wrong. What Democratic run city that has been Democrats for the last 20 years has improved? None of them. None of them.
Yeah. They're not. None of them are. And they keep voting these people in.
Yeah. I mean, Baltimore, Chicago. Chicago's in deep shit. I mean, they're bad. They're really, really bad, and it's a shame. Chicago's a
Yeah.
beautiful city. I've visited Chicago too, and it's a beautiful city. So, I don't know, but I gotta give props to Idaho. Do you wanna know why?
Potatoes?
Well, potatoes, yeah.
Potatoes?
Potatoes, and they're the only state in our union to make the primary capital punishment the firing squad,
All right. Take it.
right? I think that's
Yeah.
cool. I think that's cool. In fact, that's how
For
excited I am.
anyone that hasn't figured it out yet, Vince got himself a soundboard.
Riverside,
So,
that's Riverside.
yeah.
That's built in with Riverside now, I like it. Yep, 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 yep. What you got? You got anything interesting? You were
So,
very
speak
ill prepared
speaking of
last week.
well, I blew my whole wad in the 15 minutes you were gone. Um,
Alright, whatever.
real quick, we already talked about it while you were away, but stay away from fast food.
I do.
In case you didn't know that already, stay away from fast food.
Yeah, no shit. Why,
All right.
what's the new thing now? Pretty gross?
Uh, a Oklahoma Arby's manager, she's facing felony poisoning charges because while she had an active herpes outbreak, she was spitting in some lady's food. Lady now has herpes herself.
Can't she be charged with bioterrorism?
Felony poisoning with intent. I
Why
don't
the
know if they
fuck?
could. I don't know what the different
Why?
rules are. Like, I think if she was just willy nilly spitting in everybody's food, but I think they because it was specifically targeted at this lady.
Does she not like this? Does she know this lady?
Says they had a little bit of history, minor
Little bit.
history, but nothing significant is what it says.
I you know what's funny is I had Arby's last night. So, yeah. That's
So
I I
speaking of Chicago, hold on. Speaking of
I
Chicago,
well, I
I
was
feel like
gonna
we should talk about Friday, last Friday. It was
hmm,
a very
hmm,
special day. It's
what was last
Juneteenth.
Friday? Juneteenth.
It's
Yes, the
Juneteenth.
soccer game.
Just
The, US won.
there was one, two,
Yes,
three,
yes, yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shootings, it looks like, in Chicago on Juneteenth. Four of which ended in fatalities. One of which was a massive drive-by where more than 100 rounds were fired at a crowd, injuring
Jesus.
one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people.
Damn. I know for the whole weekend there was like 48 shootings.
That was one day. That was Juneteenth. That was the day that, like, I ain't gonna say it, but that was Juneteenth in Chicago.
Let me ask you a question. What is
Father's
Juneteenth?
Day was actually Father's Day was actually pretty slow day. Only one murder
I
and
have
6 shootings.
I can't. Never mind. I will censor myself. But what is Juneteenth?
It's oh god, I looked this up years ago because somebody else asked the same question.
Mhm.
Um American federal holiday commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. It marks the day in 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, bringing the news that the Civil War had ended and that all enslaved people were finally free.
We're what?
Finally
All enslaved
free.
free? Free from what?
Yeah, free.
Slavery and oppression?
Slavery. Yeah.
So let me ask you, how can you celebrate Juneteenth but yet still say you're oppressed?
That's some deep thinking there.
Hmm? You can't celebrate Juneteenth and then turn around and say you're still oppressed by, you
Well,
know,
listen. Listen.
yeah.
Just saying.
What are you saying?
Just saying.
You wish you had sound effects, don't you?
No. No.
Yeah, you do.
I can make my own sound effects.
Yeah. Let's hear 'em. No burping. Oh, okay.
That was an explosion.
All right. What else you got? What? What? Okay. What else did you talk about? What else did you talk about while I was fixing my stupid ass internet?
I remember.
Did you talk? Did you
Oh,
mention it all?
Bob Iger said something about the Jimmy Kimmel thing, where Jimmy Kimmel got suspended and ultimately his show got taken off the air after he made the
Yeah.
curt comments.
Yeah.
Um, and Bob Iger kind of came out and was like, "No, it had nothing to do with Trump. It was just incredibly poor taste. That's not what we're about."
Nice.
So,
Yeah. Well,
um, oh, but the one I
listen.
was talking about when you came back,
Yeah. What the fuck was that? Alive and
yeah.
organ
So
donation. Organ harvesting.
this is from a hospital in Illinois.
Illinois.
There is a lawsuit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Allegedly, a neurosurgeon fell asleep during a surgery while patients were just left anesthetized on the operating room table for over an hour.
What the fuck? Well, he just fell asleep during the operation and just so nobody else did anything? What? So wait,
Among the most serious allegations, the complaint claims that on February 3rd, 2025, two neurosurgeons left a patient under anesthesia on an operating room table for approximately 1 hour. It
to go
further
take a
alleges that
nap.
on April 17th, 2025, a neurosurgeon left another patient under anesthesia for approximately 37 minutes to attend a meeting, while another neurosurgeon also participated, leaving the patient under anesthesia with no surgeon present for a significant amount of time. Yeah, so I was just saying, you just
I
can't
wonder
trust anything in modern medicine anymore. You don't know what
I
the
wonder if that
drugs they're
happened
putting
to
in
me.
you. They don't know what the drugs they're putting in you are doing.
They
They're
don't
leaving
even
you
know how
sleeping on
they
the
work,
table. They're
conclave.
taking shit out of you that they're not supposed to take out of you, and whatever. It's just is what it is, man.
That's why I won't have that's that's why when that neurosurgeon said, "We have to go back in your neck and take everything out and redo it," I said, "Go fuck yourself. No, there's no way that's happening." No, I'm never having surgery again because that not one of them has gone right.
Yeah.
And "Oh, we could fix it." No, you can't. Nothing on my body is fixed. In fact, it's worse because of you assholes. Dan Bongino should have been a surgeon because he's big asshole like that. I
Listen,
just
man.
speaking of assholes,
Wait,
he just
wait,
pops
listen,
into my
just
head.
listen. Just
Yes. What?
can you
What?
go 1 week without mentioning Dan Bongino?
No.
Why not?
It's because it's my mission, because I've never seen such a patriot pre FBI appointment that wanted disclosure, wanted people in jail, wanted the truth, wanted the lists, wanted, you know, wrote books about how corrupt people were, goes into the FBI, comes out and says, don't ask questions. Believe everything the FBI tells you. It was all bullshit. It's all good. Epstein killed himself. Blah, blah, blah. Turned around and just became a freaking honk for the machine, dude. Just became sold his soul to the devil and came
So
out a piece of worthless shit on the other
so
side.
I didn't need to hear the rant again
You
because
asked,
we've heard it before.
but you asked.
It hasn't changed.
Mm-mm.
All I asked was, can you just go a week without mentioning him? Okay.
No, no. It's my
See,
mission in
simple
life.
no. Simple,
It's my mission
simple
in life
no would have sufficed.
in case we get any new viewers, to let them all know what a worthless piece of crap Dan Bongino and Graham Allen are. Okay, next. I'm done. All
All
right.
right. What else you got?
I don't know, dude. Look, going on the thing about going on the thing about countries, what we were talking before, you know, Europe had a, preconceived notion about us, and we have preconceived notions about other countries based on that. What do you think the state of our country is? Like, where do you think our country is? Do you think we're as good as we think we
You
are?
have you went robotic again. You want to try repeating that real quick?
Crap, dude, this
Yeah.
is really pissing me off. All right, I moved the
I
mic,
know.
so that might have something to do with it. Um, I didn't unplug it. I didn't unplug it. What?
Moving the mic isn't going to give you a robot voice, dude.
Yeah, if it makes the connection loose.
No,
Whatever, dude. Okay, so
no.
here's is okay, Mr. IT. Excuse me, I'm not you know, freaking Elon Musk here with the technology. Do you think our country is as good as we think it is? Do you think that we are stable and just do you think the US is what, not talking people, I'm talking as a country, as a superpower. Do you think that we are what we think it is?
I think the United States is the greatest country in the world. And that's not just like bullshit pseudo patriotism blowing up people's asses. I really do think it's the best country in the world. I think it's got problems. I think it needs to get back on track. I think it needs to stop. I think we need to stop fighting from within. We need to stop letting the government run us. We need to stop letting the minority be the voice of our country. Um, and a lot of that has to do with like the internet and social media. I think it's. I don't think we have and this is a worldwide problem, not just a US problem, but I don't think we don't have the maturity to handle the power that we have responsibly. Um,
Mm,
and I hate to
mhm.
say this, but I think it needs to be better policed. I think
Internally?
media
You mean internally, or what do you mean by that?
yeah, I thi I think that, I think it's the fact that the internet is just the wild, wild west, man. You can do
You
anything, you
think
can
you
find
think a lot
anything,
of
you can
this
say anything. I
you
think people have forgotten what it feels like to get slapped in the face for saying stupid shit. People are too
true.
comfortable hiding behind a keyboard, and I think we allow these little minorities to just become these big voices, and it's
Speaking of that punched in the mouth, I just watched the videos. Not to get off track, but, this guy, he had Trump signs in his yard, and this guy would drive by every day and throw garbage in his yard because he had Trump signs, right? Just whatever, a can or whatever he's drinking every day. So this guy set up a GoPro and a video camera, and he filmed the guy, and he had the GoPro in his car, and he followed the guy, and he confronted him in a parking lot. And Mr. Tough Guy throwing trash at this guy's yard every day turned into the biggest puss you've ever seen in your life as soon as he was confronted about it. So I thought that was kind of funny. But you think a lot of our issues stem from the internet and infighting and all that stuff. I
and the
think
media.
I think
There's no media accountability anymore anywhere.
no, no. Well, I mean, ABC did have to pay Trump a shitload of money because of George
Yeah, but who cares?
Stephanopoulos or
ABC is owned
whatever.
by Disney. Disney has
Snuffleupagus.
more money than anyone in the entire universe.
Not more than Elon Musk, but,
An entire organization, yes, they do.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't they're not a $1 trillion organization. No company is. He's the first
Okay.
trillionaire. Apple's close, but he's the first trillionaire. His companies
Well,
are worth trillions.
until
But
Trump is able to sue them
I
for hundreds of billions of dollars, it's
I
not going to
wish
hurt him.
I wish he would put Disney out of business. But, um, I think exactly your answer is exactly the answer they want people to give about our country. I think
Why?
you are spout because I think the problem with our country doesn't stem with the internet. Yes, some of it does. I don't think it stems from online anything. I think it all stems from the evil and the deep state. Something that I don't think can be corrected. Our government can't police itself because it our government is foreign run. It has a huge foreign influence, and the deep state, three-letter organization that begins with a C and ends with an A, has way, way too much evil power. Um, I mean, they take allegedly, supposedly. I mean, they side with foreign governments in taking out domestic people, leaders, presidents, supposedly, allegedly, and other people. I think the deepness of the evil and the rot in government, we see it with Trump. Trump was an ideologist, man. He was a newcomer, an outside guy. Boy, they sure got to him and wrangled him in, didn't they? A billionaire goes into office, somebody you can't bribe. And I thought, man, this is going to be great. You can't bribe this guy. He doesn't need money. What you can offer him is nothing. Nothing to him. But they got him. They got him somehow. They got to him. So that far-reaching power and influence that we don't see is destroying this country. And a big part of that was the racial division inspired by certain president before Biden that started that. And I don't think it can be policed itself. I don't think the government can police itself. We have representation that does not represent us at all. They do what they want to do. They get elected and they do what they want to do. Constituents be damned. They
Dude, that's been
blat
going on for decades. That's
they
not
blatantly
nothing new.
right, but it's getting widespread. They blatantly disregard what their constituents want and do what they want to do, and they keep getting there, and these dumbasses keep voting them back in. But
Well, I mean,
it's the
you
corruption.
say it's widespread. It's widespread now. Like
Yeah,
it's always been.
you've got some fighters in there, Tim Burchett. And now they're
Not
starting
enough
now.
to matter.
Well, and when they do, they're starting to attack him. I mean, they pushed Marjorie Taylor Greene out. They got Joe Kent to resign. They've got who's Thomas Massey. They primary. That was the most expensive election in the history of congressional elections. 30 some $1 million to get Thomas Massey out. They bought that seat. The APAC bought that seat to get Thomas Massey out. And that is not how elections are supposed to work. They are not supposed to work that way. You are not supposed to
But
be bought
they do.
out, but you're not supposed to be bought out by a foreign influence. A
They
foreign
do though.
influence, not even a part of our fucking country. How does that work?
The thing, and I think we said this on here before, but they need to put a salary cap on election.
Yeah, they do.
They need to put a salary cap on elections, so anyone running for an office gets the exact same amount of money to do all their campaigning with.
I think it should be even money. They should like if Thomas Massey's running against somebody, they both have $2 million to spend. That's it. Capped. Done. Yeah. And but the thing is, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I think the deep state and everything is so corrupt and so evil that it is going to lead to the demise of the country. And I don't think that the United States is as stable as people think it is, or the free country that people think it is. You can't say what you want anymore. You can't. Um, there's no
I think
freedom
it's
of
as free
speech.
as anywhere else in the world at
It,
this point.
yeah, but there's some, look, they're starting in Texas to ration gasoline. Do you know that? Some stations are rationing. You can only spend $50. You can't fill up. You can't, there's a cap on gasoline because they see what's coming. It's if that strait doesn't open up, our reserves are gone in a few weeks. Gas is going to be rationed again, just like it was in the 70s. Trump is coming out and saying everything's fine. It's not. It's not fine. We're kind of in deep shit with this. And if our reserves, we only have 200,000 barrels left in our oil reserves, which is only like 6 weeks worth of oil, 7 weeks worth of oil. If something doesn't happen very soon to combat that, to keep us from using that, we're in deep shit as far as economy goes. So let's say nothing happens and we use that reserve. Well, gas is going to hit 7, 8, 9, $10 a gallon. It's going to be rationed. You're going to have food delivery diesel that they're going to be paying $20 a gallon. So your $3 jar of ketchup is going to wind up costing you $8-10 now because they have to recoup the gas, the price of the fuel. The economy's gone. Economy's shot. So,
Hey, you shouldn't eat ketchup from the store anyway.
well,
Bad
the
for you.
thing, put you right in the Dan Bongino bracket. But you know what I'm saying?
Am
It's
I
not.
wrong?
It's well, I get organic ketchup, so it's only got like 3 ingredients. So, but I don't think
Hope
we're
nobody's
as
with
good
herpes spitting it.
as people think. Want to believe we are. I think we're on the verge of some deep shit coming, and and Trump's trying to sugarcoat everything, but he's panicking, and you can
I
see it.
I don't think we're any worse off than anywhere else in the rest of the world.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, that's bullshit because China's getting their oil, Russia's getting their oil, they're getting their oil. We're not.
China's getting their oil, but China's got no room.
Yeah, but they're getting their oil. Their
China's got
economy
pollution like you wouldn't believe.
I understand they have pollution, but their economy isn't gonna be destroyed because one strait over in Iran is closed, you know? I mean, it you say we're the greatest country in the world, but, well, we're no worse off than any other country. Well, yeah, I mean, when you look at it, it something's gotta
At least
change real
20
quick.
tankers stuck in the Persian Gulf for more than 3 months have exited the strait.
For where?
Oil shipments through Hormuz have risen to around 4.8 million barrels per day since the US Iran deal.
No, they closed it back down after that deal because
This is from today.
no,
This is from today.
it's open because I know they shut it down after Friday. They shut it down after because they left peace negotiations with JD Mance in Switzerland. They didn't want to negotiate because Israel won't get out of Lebanon.
Tankers loaded since late April have exited Hormuz with 51 million barrels this month.
Yeah, this month it was open for a while.
I'm telling you, dude, this is just
It
from
is.
today.
Okay, it's currently open. Good. The US and Iran have agreed to a 60-day toll-free passage. Situation
13
remains
hours ago, more
volatile.
stranded oil tankers exit Hormuz, according to or adding to global supply. Oil
Good,
markets
good,
start to
good.
signal near-term oversupply as tankers exit strait 5 hours ago.
They did close it. They did close it this weekend briefly. Okay, in response to regional strikes. But then they opened it
That-
back up. Good, good. But the thing
As long
is,
as look, as long as the world is relying on that region of the world for its oil supply, things are never going to be stable.
but here's my
That's
question.
just the truth of it, because that region is never going to be stable because
Here's
it's
my
run by people that don't care about anything other than ruling the entire fucking world.
We don't get any fucking oil from Iran.
No,
So
we don't,
why is that affecting our gas prices?
because oil being shipped from other places that are near there aren't able to get through.
Mhm, mhm. Why aren't we taking all the oil from Venezuela, seeing as we took over Venezuela? Why don't we just deal with that or take that?
Why don't we just why don't we just reopen or reestablish the pipeline to Alaska?
The Keystone Pipeline. Yeah, I know. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I don't know why the
why don't
why
we?
the
Why don't we? Why don't we? Who fucking knows, man?
we've got
I'm not arguing with the fact that our government is completely corrupt, and I still think we're the greatest country in the world. I think we have the potential to be the greatest country. I still wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I've seen a lot of nasty shit about what's going on behind the scenes and
You
I'm
can move beyond
wondering,
the wall in Antarctica.
yeah, what's behind there? Mhm. Alien technology? What?
No,
No? What?
no,
A whole nother
Ep- Epstein Island.
Epstein Island
That's
is
where
Little St. James.
that's where it is. That's where it
No,
is
it's
for
not.
real. Yeah, it
Nah, I
is.
don't think so.
The real Epstein Island.
there's something big there that every country in
And
the
that's where
world.
he is. He's not dead, you know? He's down there with Elvis.
It, every country in the world has the Antarctic Treaty. So why what are they protecting behind the ice wall there? What do you think it is? You can't, no one's allowed in there. You can't fly anything over it. They'll shoot it down. What's in there?
It's the true Epstein Island.
No, it's not. It's not. That's just dumb. There's a lot of speculation, but what what the fuck? And who, all these countries, who designated that they own Antarctica? Antarctica. Who says anybody owns it? That they're the
Who
ones that can
says
shut it
anybody
off.
owns anything?
Right. So who are they to say that we can shut this off and you're not allowed to come here? Bullshit. You don't own it. It's Earth. We're allowed to go anywhere we want. Let's go. I say we go to Antarctica.
All right, I'm going there in a couple of years.
I can't. I can't even walk that.
I'm going there to run a marathon. It'll be awesome.
In Antarctica, run right through the wall, dude. Right through it. Go see what's over there.
I mean, it's a pretty big continent. I doubt that the marathon is anywhere near where you're talking about.
Then you need to go there.
26.2 miles is kind of a long distance as it is. I don't really want to add to that.
Why are you going to Antarctica to run a marathon? I mean, how did this come up? As you guzzle your IPA thing,
It's a NA IPA.
whatever.
Um,
How? How?
it's called the Great World Race,
Okay.
and it is 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents
You're gonna run a marathon a day.
for 7 days.
You're going to die.
So you start off, you do your staging and your check-in in South Africa. They fly you by private jet to Antarctica, where you do your first marathon. After you finish, you fly back to South Africa. The next day, you run a marathon in South Africa. Then you fly over to Australia, and you run your third marathon on the third day. Fly up to Asia, do your fourth marathon. Fly over to Europe, do your fifth marathon. South America, your sixth marathon, and then up to Miami to do your seventh.
You're gonna run 7 marathons in 7 days.
Yep. On 7
150, whatever,
continents. That's the
160
important part.
miles.
Yeah, something like that. What is it? It's let's see, 96.2 times 7, 183.4 miles.
At your age.
At 55. I'm gonna do it the year that I turn 55.
Why it's too young to be burying you, dude.
Hey, listen, you know what? If that's what it is, then I went out doing something that I love.
That love? Ugh, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Is it?
I'm sorry. I that's no. They gonna
Is
have
it
doctors?
insane?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they got full medical.
Yeah, it's insane. Stupid. It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's awesome.
Um, you have to pay to do this, or are they paying you to do it? No, they should be paying you because that idea is that dumb.
Guess how much?
I couldn't even. It's got to be at least 15, 20 grand. You have to what?
Guess. Come on.
45,000.
Hold on, I gotta get the exact cost. I used to have it, now I don't. Bitch, get rid of the pop-ups, nobody cares. We gotta do the conversion. We do euros, $2. Boop, boop, boop. So this year, 2026, and you know this price will probably go up a little bit, right? Actually, it might go down as it gets more popular. Who knows? But so this year, were I to run it in 2026,
26.
$56,185.
You know, I never I never thought with all everything I've taken in the last 5, 6 years as far as everything and how my hatred of certain podcasters, Bongino and Graham Allen, and the hatred because I think they're really stupid. I really didn't think I would find anybody dumber than them. Till
Listen,
till
why?
right now. Till right now.
Listen, if I do that,
$56,000.
that's something that I can like tell my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids. Like, you know what I did?
No, you won't. You're not gonna be
Here's what
saying
I do.
shit to them from a urn on the mantle.
Well, then you know what? I'll make a video before I die.
Hey, you know, it sound that's you could and, uh, you could buy a nice truck with that. You could buy, nice camper. You could
Good.
buy, you could buy, literally anything, but you're paying that to run 180 miles in 7 days.
That's right.
You know what? Give me 5 grand and I'll drive you around to, like, Parma, Lakewood, Columbus, Cincinnati, and you can run a marathon a day. I'll take care of it for you.
That's the lamest thing ever.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Whatever.
But that's
Hey,
my new goal. Oh, just FYI, I won't be able to record that week.
why? You have a laptop? I'll get you from man, that would be cool to have you from, like, South America, South Africa. Here's Tom in a coma from South America, South Africa. When is this? What year?
2031.
Damn, 5 years from now.
Yeah, 2031.
Well, you
So
got, 5 years to say you gotta save 10 grand a year, dude.
so this year, I'm assuming they'll probably do it like the same every year, but it starts on a Sunday. So that would be Antarctica, South Africa, Australia. So if we recorded and we did it on the same day, I'd probably be in Asia.
That'd be cool. Of course, time difference.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's
We'll
that's
figure it out.
interesting. That's interesting.
I'm assuming the jet lag's gonna be stupid.
Well, yeah, and probably when you're running, when I'm ready, like it's in the evening, you're gonna be right in the middle of your marathon, and then when you're done with your marathon, it's gonna be like the middle of the night here or something, and at like 3 in the morning, I'll be trying to do
No,
a podcast.
because I'll be doing it like the middle of the night your time. So then by the time I'm done, would probably be right around the time that you're waking up.
So do it like 5, 6 in the morning here.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
doable.
it's definitely doable.
I
All right,
can't
we're
wait.
at an hour and 10 minutes.
Alright. What the
Did you see that?
what yeah, what the better. All right. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share, like,
Comment,
subscribe,
share,
comment,
like, subscribe, email.
email, text Tom. I'll give you his phone number next show.
Don't do that.
No, no, maybe not.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right.
Don't.
So we are out, and we will see you all on Tuesday. No, I hit the wrong button.
You gotta
But
hit
here